All sports, all plays. Yeah. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, then I'm in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show, Monday, July 8th, 2024. I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Tony Gonzalez. How's it going?
Oh, not too bad. Hanging in there. Don't understand our Cincinnati Reds. We can sweep the Yankees, but we can't beat the Tigers.
Don't get me started on that. They had me so aggravated over the weekend. Like you said, we played so good against the Yankees, and then we turn around against the Tigers and get swept.
Yeah, I didn't.
We start a series today with the Rockies.
Yep, that's true.
I mean, after sweeping the Yankees, and if you were looking ahead, we had the Tigers, the Rockies, and I think like the Marlins to close out the first half of the season. And you're thinking, okay, we could make a little run right here to close out before All-Star break, and then we start the homestand with the getting swept. Hopefully tonight we can get back on track with the win against the Rockies. We need to win this series.
Yeah, we need to go about a 5 or 6 game win streak because we were doing pretty well and lost 3, fell back again.
Yeah, that's what was so disappointing about it is we had chances to win the games too. Blew the one game.
Yeah.
Hunter Green pitched a hell of a game, and then we ended up blowing that game.
And then yesterday we had a real bad error that cost us about all the runs in that one inning. De La Cruz made the National League All-Star team. He's got 15 home runs and 43 stolen bases right now, so he's having a pretty good year.
I think they need to send him back to the minors.
Oh, yeah, that's what some people say.
People say he's like the worst shortstop. He don't play that bad of a shortstop. I don't think anyway.
I don't either.
And he's athletic and he can make some plays with his arm. He's played pretty well for us. He's hitting the ball a lot better than he did last year too. Not swinging at as many bad pitches as he did last year. Last year he was just swinging at everything. He's being a lot more patient this year. And then still sometimes I think gets a little too aggressive running the bases, but stealing bases, he's hard to get.
Yeah, he does, but I think he's only been caught 4 times, isn't it? 4 or 5.
Yeah, stealing bases. I don't think he gets too aggressive. It's base running. Like he'll hit a double and he'll try to stretch it into a triple.
Well, that's a whole team sometimes, especially when we're on third base sometimes. And that happened the other day, like you said, on third base, and
that cost us at least a chance to tie the game up. I don't understand that. And the announcer goes, yeah, in that situation, if the ball's hit on the ground, you're going home on contact. I'm like, why? Not if the ball's hit the third base. If you want to do that, stay off the base a little bit, make him make a decision, and then when he throws the ball to first, then try to go.
Yes.
You have a better chance then with the ball having to travel across the field, and he's going to have to make a perfect throw to get you, than just letting the third baseman come up and fire the ball home.
And I don't know.
And they barely got him, but still, it's just that's not a.
And I didn't see the play.
Not a high percentage
play.
play.
If the infield's playing in, that makes a difference. Yeah, it don't make a lot of sense. Big Glenn.
Hey, how's it going, Glenn?
Yeah, Glenn, NXT Heat Wave was fantastic.
Should have got a high rating.
It should have, man. It was outstanding. It was definitely an A show for me. It was really good. But it was a good show. I was going to ask you something I seen a little bit earlier. I was going to ask you about, Chris. I just seen Major League Baseball power rankings. Of course, they've got Philadelphia number 1, Baltimore number 2, Dodgers 3, Cleveland 4, Yankees 5, Milwaukee 6, Atlanta 7, Minnesota 8, Houston 9, and Seattle 10. What do you think about those rankings? Was you surprised Yankees fifth position?
I don't think they're too bad. I think the Yankees might be a little low, but I think that's because I think they've lost like 10 of their last 15.
That's true.
They've been on a tear the whole season. This is really their first little drought that they've had. So I think the Yankees, I'd probably have the Yankees a little bit higher. I think I'd have the Yankees ahead of the Guardians right now.
Yeah. And them and the Dodgers. Dodgers are not. I mean, I know they're got a pretty good record, but they've been a little inconsistent.
I'd probably have it like Philadelphia, Baltimore, Yankees, and then Dodgers and Cleveland.
Yeah. Houston's really coming up, man.
Yeah, and Houston's starting to play some good baseball. They've been on a roll here lately.
I bet you Jay's upset because he gave up on them and he was no longer a Houston fan. So wonder how he's feeling.
He's I'm sure he's fucking loving it now.
Yeah.
He's back to being. Oh no, he's been doing his cooking show, so maybe he hasn't been watching no baseball.
I know I've been seeing he's been doing some barbecuing. He's been doing some smoking and stuff.
Glenn said the WNBA power rankings of the Fever are like 5 or 6. I'm gonna say they're starting to move up some. They're playing better basketball than they were at the beginning. I mean, they started out 1-9, and since then they've played pretty decent ball. And they got that big win over the Liberty over the weekend with Caitlin Clark having that triple double, first rookie in WNBA history to have a triple double. And I mean, she's been close a couple other times.
Oh yeah, I know there was one game she was just off one rebound.
That game, I think she ended up with 19 points, 13 assists, 12 rebounds. Yep. I think like 2 steals. Yeah, Glenn, I watched most of that game, and yeah, we was only down 6 going into the fourth quarter with Vegas, and then Kelsey Plum went off, and we fell apart. I didn't see much of the Liberty game, but I watched quite a bit of that Vegas game the other day. I saw the highlights of the Liberty game. Caitlin Clark had some nice step back threes and stuff during that game.
Glenn might know this. I don't know. You may know. Did they finish that NASCAR race yesterday in Chicago?
Yes.
They did finish it.
Was it I think Hamlin won. I think they ran some of it in the rain. Is the way that they were describing it on the radio, because they said the NASCAR street race is going on in Chicago in the rain.
Yeah, they put right when the race started.
I know there was a delay too
because they put the rain tires on.
Bowman, okay, yeah, Bowman. Time finish. Right. I knew I'd heard somebody went to a time finish, which I didn't even know what that was. What is that? They said after a certain time, whoever's in the lead wins.
Yeah, because I think it was like 8 something Chicago time. It had to be done or something.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
It was Alex Bowman won. Okay. I don't know why I thought it was Hamlin. Bowman, Hamlin, that ain't even close. What the fuck? I remember hearing something on the radio about it either last night or earlier today, but I know yesterday they kept saying it was in the rain. I was like, oh, so they're running in the rain. So that was one of them where they had like downtown Chicago shut down, or was it like at a speedway?
No, it was downtown.
Okay, so they had like the city shut down.
9:20 Eastern, yeah, 8 something their time.
Oh, okay. Huh. That'd probably be pretty cool to go to something like that.
Yeah, I think it would.
People that live in Chicago probably hate it though, because you try to go down, try to get anywhere is probably a bitch because everything's blocked. That would be pretty cool to go to. Got the big races coming up here pretty soon.
Yeah, that's true. I'll tell you, WWE had a big weekend, man. Friday night, SmackDown, 17,000 people, almost 17,000, 19,000 on Saturday, all in Toronto, same arena. And then NXT last night, over 10,000 people, same arena. That's a hell of a weekend. You're talking 47,000 people. What do you think? I assume you heard about this. What do you think about John Cena announcing a retirement tour? Going to do 30 or 40 dates, starting off. I think it's going to start off with the Royal Rumble here.
It really didn't surprise me too much, because I mean he's kind of been retired from WWE in a way. He ain't been around much. Yeah. He'll be there every once in a while. But he had said, I believe it was WrestleMania that week. I think it was the day after WrestleMania. It might have been was when he said it, but he was on McAfee's show, and he talked like he wanted to do one more run in WWE before he retired, and that it would. And he basically said he gave himself like 2 years to do it or whatever. And if he didn't, then he wasn't going to do it. So I figured he was going to be doing something pretty soon.
Yeah, to commit to 30 to 40 dates is what they're talking about from January to December. If he stays healthy and everything, that's a pretty good commitment. I heard Dave Meltzer say, I don't understand it. Why would he do that? So, why would he make a lot more money acting than doing that? Well, he's going to make a lot of money, period. Yeah. Either way, but first commitment probably to wrestling. I mean,
sometimes it's not all. Sometimes it's not all about just the money either. He's going to make good money doing it.
Yes,
he's going to get the kind of close out his legacy with WWE a little bit. He's going to make a bunch of money because man, he's one of the top merch sellers of all time for WWE.
Well, he already had a new shirt retirement tour that he came out with, towels. He's going to have all that. Cena's a marketing genius, and so is the WWE. They know what they're doing. People are going to want to be at those events, within towns.
Oh yeah, because they want to be able to see Cena for the last time.
Yep. Yeah, Glenn, that bump that Chelsea took was crazy, and that one that
even though it probably won't be the last time, because all them guys have their little retirement match or retirement thing, and then it seems like a few years later they make some kind of appearance back. Other than the Undertaker really hasn't. I mean, he done that little choke slam, but he hasn't really came back and done like a official match.
Yeah, Cena says he's not going to. He said he may work behind the scenes and do some things, but as far as having matches, he don't want to have any more matches once he ends. Is what he said. Now again that can change. That bump Chelsea took was crazy. Also, that bump that Io Sky and Zoe Stark took on the ladder was nuts too. There was a lot of nutty stuff in that ladder match.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it. I haven't watched it yet. I heard mixed things about Money in the Bank.
Don't get me going. I'm gonna go off tonight. Some of these morons. I thought it was very good. Fantastic. I thought that NXT was better, but yeah, some of these guys I think they're bookers. It probably can't read a book.
What do you think about Bronny James's big Summer League debut?
Now he's already got a hurt knee, huh?
I think he had 4 points in like 20 minutes. And yeah, didn't play the next day because swollen knee. They say he should be good to play Wednesday.
Some people I've seen.
I didn't watch the game, but I did see some of the highlights. I mean, he didn't look terrible. He had a few shots that went in and out, but I mean, he had a couple nice shots that he hit. I didn't think he looked terrible, but it's just he's gonna get so much attention on everything he does, and even though he's not like a top pick, you know what I mean? So everything he does is gonna get overanalyzed and over exaggerated.
Yeah, and it's really, I think it's gonna be bad for the kid. I mean, I hope he does well. I mean, I'm not wishing any bad things on him, but he's in a tough spot, man. Because all the coverage he's gonna get. If he has a bad game, they're gonna be all over him. If he has a good game, they're gonna be, he's great. It's going to be nuts for him. It sucks. I've seen some people already saying he's going to probably be the starting point guard. Come on, there's no way he's going to be ready to be the starting point guard.
I don't.
I sure don't believe that.
He'll play some minutes here and there when guys are out and stuff, but I don't think he's going to be playing that kind of minutes. And I definitely don't think he's going to be a starter. Not this year. And I'm not saying he won't be a starter in the future. Maybe. I think he has a chance to maybe be like a starting point guard in the future, but not. I don't see it this season.
I wouldn't think so. It'd be a shock if he was.
I don't think people realize the second round pick in the NBA is like that's like almost like a seventh round pick in the NFL draft. I mean, a lot of these guys that get drafted in the second round, some of them don't even make NBA teams.
Mike Hughes one trying to give away Zach LaVine.
Hey, what's up, Mike?
Trying to give away Zach LaVine again.
No, we don't want Zach LaVine.
Hey, talk to the Lakers. Lakers need a free agent. They need some. They need something. Why do you, I think it's a good question. Why are the Lakers? Why do they strike out as free agent targets? Why does nobody want to go to the Lakers? What do you think? Why did Klay Thompson? They said he was going to give more money.
Yeah, I don't think they want to deal with everything that comes with playing with LeBron, with all the media. And if you win, LeBron's going to get all the credit. If you lose, everybody else is going to get the blame, not him. I think a lot of it was that didn't want to deal with kind of the circus that goes around with the Lakers.
You think any of it's having to deal with LeBron? I mean, I don't
not
know.
Getting Klay Thompson to me is kind of a big thing because I mean a lot of people expected that he'd go there because of his dad was a pretty big star there for years. So a lot of people thought he would go there, and for him to turn them down to go to Dallas and more money, I think that's kind of telling. I think, but that's what I think it is. I think they just don't want to deal with everything that comes with being with playing with LeBron at that stage of his career.
Yeah, that's what Mike agrees with you. Is any of it having to deal with LeBron? Do you think LeBron's easy or hard to deal with? I mean, I have no idea. I mean, you hear stories. You don't know.
It's from what most people say, it seems like he's not real hard to get along with, but I don't think it's really all of it's LeBron's fault. I think a lot of it's just like the media coverage and just the circus that comes with it. Yeah, that was kind of funny. He said he was going to take a pay cut so he could get people that he signed a 2-year, $100 million deal.
Yeah. Well, that was after.
Hey, but you can't forget though. He did give him like a $2 million discount. He could have got like $2 million more or something like that.
But didn't they announce that after Thompson went somewhere else though? I think he was doing that so they could get Thompson. I think. I'm not sure. I'm not 100%.
The rumor was that he was wanting to do that so they could get either Thompson or DeMar DeRozan, and they didn't get either one of them. Because man, I forget where DeRozan went now.
Mike, I got a question for you because you're talking about Levine. What's his problem? Is all attitude and mental with him, or man? At one time, he was considered a fairly pretty good player. What happened to him, Mike? Chris, what do you think happened to him?
I think a lot of was his attitude. I think he got to feeling himself a little too much and started kind of turning some of his teammates off.
Thought he was a big star. That happens to some people. I think. Let's see if you agree with this. I think it happened to Oladipo. Got the big head, and ruined a good thing. I think ruined a good thing with the Pacers. That's just my opinion. Of course, I'm a Pacers fan.
He was never the same after the leg injury.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, Glenn said it did happen to Oladipo. He got all the money, but didn't keep getting better. Like he make $50 a year to dunk, but he doesn't do much else. He don't, Mike. He don't play a whole lot of defense really either, does he?
I mean, what? I thought 3 or 4 years ago, maybe 5. I don't know. He had a pretty big upside. I thought, and then actually, kind of like I said, got paid and it was over.
What do you think about the Pacers getting adding James Wiseman?
I liked it. I think Wiseman's got upside. Do you think he's got more upside than the guy that let go? I think it was Smith.
I do.
You think he does? Okay. And it got him a little bit cheaper than what Smith got. So I think what Smith got was a little bit more money. So they saved a little bit of money. I think it was a good move.
And I think Wiseman's skill set fits in good with the Pacers.
Yep, they do.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, I like what the Pacers are doing. I think we should have a potential to have a real good year. Because if Matherin's healthy, I think he's going to be better, and I think that makes the team better. Because we missed him in the playoffs too. Because he's one of our other guys that can be a decent defender, but he can also create for himself.
Let me ask you a question, and I'll ask Mike because we're big Pacer fans, of course. So, with the Pacers, they get with what they got right now, and you get Matherin back healthy. The Knicks get everybody healthy. Who's going to be the better team? Do you think the Pacers are going to be better than the Knicks, or the Knicks will be better than the Pacers?
I think it's going to be close, but with me being a Pacers fan, of course I will say the Pacers. But if Knicks get everybody healthy, because you got to remember they were missing Bogdanovich this year. They were missing some guys.
Well, Bogdanovich gone now.
Well, they might have traded him now. But I meant last year they were missing guys. So
but they got.
I think it'll be close, but I'm going to say the Pacers. Glenn said Knicks are going to find a way to fuck it up.
Well, I hope you're right, Glenn.
Mike, I am going to go try to see Caitlin Clark in person soon. No, I agree, Mike. There's times Halliburton needs to be more aggressive.
Yep. I agree with that too.
Sometimes he looks to pass too much. But yeah, I'm gonna try to go watch Clark play pretty soon. I thought about going to the game a couple weeks ago, and then we had some family things happen. But so I'm gonna start looking at tickets again about going to one. Actually, I'm gonna go watch the Reds play Wednesday. Hopefully, they play better than they did the last 3 games.
Beat the freaking
Sweep the Yankees and then get swept by the fucking Tigers. But that's what the Reds do.
Well, that's the problem with the Reds. They can score 8 runs. They're going to score 8 runs, or they're going to score no runs, or 1 run. There's no middle.
Man, I was just getting ready to say, and Mike's Cubs have been kind of a lot like the Reds here lately. They'll go on a winning streak. Look like they're going the right direction. Then they'll start dropping. Tell the Reds and Cubs were both making a run at the Brewers there at one time, and the next thing you know, they're both down at the bottom of the division fucking again. It's like, really?
And St. Louis came up.
Yeah, St. Louis came up. Oh, I know, Glenn. The prices for the Vegas and Fever tickets are high. See, that one game, it wasn't even against the Aces, and I forget who it was, who they were against, but you couldn't get a seat on the lower level for under $100. Well, some of the seats on the top level were $100. Like, damn, Caitlin Clark done changed ticket prices here big time.
Mike, I agree with it. It seems like the Brewers are always up there somehow, some way.
Yeah, and it'll be like they can pitch but can't hit, but they're always and then all of a sudden they're like flipped. They won't be pitching great, but they'll start hitting the ball. But if you look at like the roster, you wouldn't think that they'd be at the top of the division every damn year.
Nope, you would not. But they are.
They are. Well, today in baseball, I guess we'll get to our picks real quick.
Yep.
There's not a whole lot of sports going on right now. Baseball's basically about the only thing going on. There was no WNBA today. I think they start back up tomorrow. They had the whole league had the day off. But in baseball, I'm gonna go with the St. Louis Cardinals on the money line on the road at the Washington Nationals. I'm gonna take the Cincinnati Reds on the money line at home against the Rockies. I think the Reds have Abbott on the mound. He's been pitching well. So I think that means I'll either see. I think I'll get to either see Lodolo or Montas. I think who'll be on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
With Abbott pitching today, or it could be a damn bullpen day.
Hope not,
because they had a bullpen day on like Friday.
What, Green pitched Saturday or was that Sunday?
Huh?
Green was Saturday, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I figure he could pitch on Wednesday, I guess, but it'd probably. And then I'm gonna take the Rangers money line at the Angels, and I'm gonna take the Arizona Diamondbacks plus 1.5.
Okay, well, for my baseball picks, I got Cleveland money line at Detroit. I've got Cincinnati at home money line against Colorado. I have Minnesota money line on the road at the White Sox. I've got Texas money line on the road against the Angels, and then I've got Atlanta money line on the road at Arizona.
Yeah, Mike. I'll send him my 50,000 as well. But no, Mike, you're right with Montas. I thought Montas was going to end up being one of our front end starters instead of being at the back of the rotation. Especially the way he started the season out. He started the season out pretty strong, and then he's been pretty up and down since then.
Yeah, bad game, good game, bad game, good game.
Abbott and Lodolo have been probably best two. Green's been pretty good too.
Yeah, our pitching really ain't been the problem. Relief at times, relief at times, definitely.
Got to score some runs. We just traded for an outfielder.
We did.
We traded for Austin Slater. We sent left-handed pitcher Alex Young to the Giants. So yeah, we sent a minor league pitcher to San Francisco for Austin Slater. All right, Mike. Yeah, we'll definitely have to get together and do something soon. Thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
But well, did you have anything else for today?
No, don't. Well, tonight will be GWR 6:30. Talking some independent wrestling, a lot of pro wrestling, a lot about Money in the Bank and NXT. So it should be a good show. Alex Bolton promoter FEW be on with us to talk wrestling and also promote his big show he's got coming up this Saturday. So.
All right. Well, we appreciate everybody watching. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room. Like and follow Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all Gonzo Sports Room as well. And we'll see you guys tomorrow right around 3 o'clock.